What if I told you that one of the greatest wartime heroes was a woman the world tried to erase? Long before history was ready for her, long before women, especially black women, were allowed to lead, Mary Seacole stepped into a battlefield drenched in pain with nothing but her hands, her herbs, and a heart that refused to turn away. Born in 1805 in Kingston, Jamaica, to a black mother who was a gifted healer and a Scottish father who served in the British Army, Mary grew up in a world that didn't know where to place her. Not fully accepted, not fully welcomed, but fully determined. From childhood, she learned traditional Caribbean medicine, healing fevers, tending wounds, comforting the suffering. Her mother ran a small boarding house for sick soldiers. Little Mary washed, learned and loved. Healing was her inheritance. So when the Crimean War erupted, Mary packed her medicines and sailed across the ocean. She wrote letters to the British War Office. She knocked on their doors. She pleaded to join Florence Nightingale's nursing team. But there was a problem. Mary was black, and the world, still chained by prejudice, turned its back. If the door won't open for me, why don't I build my own? And she did. Using her personal savings, she traveled to the war front, to the bitter cold of Crimea, where soldiers died not only from bullets, but from disease, hunger and despair. There, she created the British Hotel. Not a hotel of luxury, but a place of refuge, a shelter, a battlefield clinic, a home for the broken. She treated frostbite with her own hands. She cooked warm meals for starving men. She stitched wounds. She wiped tears. She comforted soldiers who whispered final prayers. They called her Mother Seacole because she gave them what war had stolen: humanity. She rode out onto the battlefield under flying bullets and exploding shells, carrying medicines, water, and hope. And when the war ended, the soldiers cheered her name louder than their generals. They raised money for her when she was broke. They refused to let the world forget the woman who refused to forget them. But history is tricky. It remembers loudly, but it also forgets selectively. Mary Seacole's legacy was buried for decades, overshadowed, overlooked, almost erased. Yet today, the truth rises again, because courage never dies and compassion never fades. Mary Seacole was not just a nurse. She was a warrior of mercy, a healer of broken bodies and broken spirits, a woman who stood against racism, rejection and war, and still chose love. And perhaps a story can remind us of something the world desperately needs to relearn. I must do something, she once said, and so I will do what I can.